there anything better on a cold January day than curling up in a cozy blanket with some homemade soup? I think not. So that's what we're making in today's Daily Dish. Chef Micah is here to show us how we can make our own homemade chicken pho. Here's what you'll need: onion, ginger, chicken stock, cloves, fennel, some coriander, cinnamon, chicken, basil, cilantro, fish sauce, rice noodles, hoisin sauce, sriracha, bean sprouts, a lime, and red chilies. You know, a recipe is going to be good when that's how long the ingredient list is. Micah, I'm crazy for all the dishes you make. See what I did there? Let's get started.
I see what you did there, and you are saying it right. It is pho. Homemade pho can seem kind of intimidating, but today I'm going to show you how easy it can be. So to start, I have some chicken stock and just one chicken breast that has been simmering in here for a little bit. And we're going to add onions and ginger and some collagen. I'm throwing in some extra collagen just for some extra protein and just extra nutrients. A cinnamon stick, and our spices. So this is like the most important part. Today we're working with star anise, fennel, coriander, and whole cloves. And I'll be throwing them in a spice bag, but you can also throw them in like a cheesecloth if you have that.
Now, if I can't find all of these spices, which ones are the priority?
So these spices give the authentic flavor of pho, but if you can't find them all, I would definitely prioritize the star anise and the coriander.
Okay.
So we'll let this simmer for a bit. Typically, you will let this simmer for about 30 minutes to an hour. And while that's going, we'll work on our other ingredients. So today we're working with cilantro, green onions, lime, and Thai basil.
Is there a difference between Thai basil and Italian basil? Can I use either?
Yeah, so there's a pretty big difference between them. Thai basil is typically used in Asian cuisines, and you can spot the difference by it has purple stems. That's about the biggest difference, and the edges are a bit sharper, and it has a spicier and bolder flavor. So we have a lot of really great Asian markets in Toronto, so that's where I found this. But if you can't find one in your neighborhood, you can definitely swap it out for some Italian basil and mint, and that'll do it.
Okay.
So while your chicken stocks, since your chicken stock's been going, we can now add half of the cilantro that you've chopped, half of the green onions, and half of the Thai basil. And I just put the Thai basil in whole. And we'll remove the chicken in this spice bag.
Can you use leftover chicken, or is raw chicken the best option? What do you think?
Personally, I'm in favor of leftover chicken because I always have a container of shredded chicken in the fridge every week. It's for, you know, salads, wraps, soups. So it's great for that, but it's just as easy to use raw chicken. You just throw it in the stock while it's simmering, and then we'll shred it now. Once it becomes a bit cooler, you can just shred it. We have all this herbs in there, and we'll throw in the rice noodles. And these are also gluten-free, which is great for our gluten-free friends. And we'll let this go for another 5 minutes. And then we'll add our hoisin, fish sauce, and sriracha. So in here I have the hoisin and fish sauce. And traditional pho typically has yellow rock sugar, but it's January, we're all trying to cut down on sugar, so I thought that this hoisin is sweet enough, and I just removed it for this recipe.
I love hoisin sauce. Yum.
So yummy, yeah. And sriracha, we'll just stir this up a bit. And you just want that to cook until the noodles are nice and tender.
How long does that usually take?
So it only takes about 5 minutes. Rice noodles cook faster than pasta.
Okay.
So I have some ready here, and now we're going to get going on the topping. So I have about a cup of bean sprouts here, which give a nice texture to the soup. And I'll add the rest of the greens. So we have green onions, cilantro, my fave. And I'm going to add a couple of these red chilies because I love them, and they add really nice spice. And a slice of lime. And if you like me and you need things extra spicy, I'm going to add a lot more sriracha.
Yes. I love it, love it, love it. That is so good. So good on a cold day as well, and looks absolutely delicious. Thank you so much, Micah. That recipe is, of course, on our website. That's cityline.tv.